Thanks so much for joining me for my top 10 tried and true products from Sephora. So during the sale, it's really easy to get very distracted by all of the new products. And I recently did a top 10 new or newish products from Sephora, things that will probably end up in this category at some point because I was really impressed with them. But these are definitely things that have been repurchases, or I purchased multiples of them. That's how much I love them. Let's start with something kind of obvious. This is the Valentino 09, and I have tried other shades. I don't love them as much as this one. I'm looking for a brush here that's going to work for us because I want to add a little bit, but this one has just the right amount of glow, not too much glow, is the right shade. It has a tinge of warmth, like a tawniness about it that works really nicely in my skin. It's very much a neutral blush that can be used with many different eye looks. So that's what I struggle with, not struggle, but I feel like that's something I'm always looking for, is something that's going to just be a lovely neutral kind of blush that will add a little bit of color but not fight with eyeshadows, whether they're warm or cool. So this seems to work with both. Now I also have the YSL blush here right now on. If you saw that Get Ready With Me video, I think that was the last one that went up in 44. It's really lovely. I also swatched it in my top 10 newish products from Sephora that I would recommend. But I want to add this just so we can see it. And of course I'll swatch it for you, but you can see it adds a little bit of that tawniness, just a hint of warmth back. Not as much glow as the YSL either. This is such a go-to staple for me. I will layer it with other blushes. Again, I will wear it on its own, but it's just such a pretty one and always seems to solve the problem. It is a problem solver kind of blush for me. It also helps mesh this area together and also help color correct because it just has a little bit of warmth to it. Another product that I want to apply right now because I filmed 3 videos now. This is my 3rd video today, and I haven't repowdered since the Get Ready With Me video. So I'm gonna add number 2 on my list. Not number 2, but 2 of the 10 items. This is by Hourglass. It's in Dim Light. I feel like I have recommended this for years because I have, gosh, actually Hourglass powder in Radiant Light was the very first YouTube video I made 8 years ago. Almost 9 years now, so I've been using Hourglass products for, gosh, almost a decade. So this one, I really like it for upfront. It just blurs, really softens everything. I have West Mantillier under here setting everything. So it's more of a finishing powder, but I will use it also to set depending on how my skin is behaving. So whether you've got dry or oily skin, it'll probably depend on how many layers of powder you need or what you need to set your makeup. But this is a great one to finish off, to blur, to give just a slight amount of glow. If you've got a powder that sets that's more matte, it really just brings back some lovely dimension without looking powdery. So I really love that about it. This might be newer to the series, but I use this in the background and I'll show you. Gosh, I have so many of these. This might be newer in terms of me mentioning, but I have already purchased so many of them because I go through them quickly. And this is not like a super exciting kind of product, but it's very necessary for me because it's SPF. So this Ciele Concealer, it's an SPF 50 concealer, and I have this in the peachy tone, which is 08P. And I have purchased, I'm gonna say, at least 4 of these, maybe might be on my 5th one, because it is very much a daily staple. When I am exposed to the sun, I want to make sure I have as sufficient SPF as I can possibly get on my face. So I will use this on my dark spots, right on my upper lip, because I know that's where the sun can potentially hit, on my chin, and then also under the eye. It's a little bit makeup-y for the under eye area, but on the daily, it's definitely something I want to have protecting my skin. So that is why I'm consistently using this, and something I'm going to repurchase as well myself during the sale. I'll probably buy at least 2, if not 3, because I go through 1 maybe every month and a half. That's how much I use this product. Yeah, not a very glamorous product, very utilitarian, very practical product, which is why I take advantage of this time of the year to buy this on sale. And it would really help if you use these shoppable tabs that are popping up. It helps me out. Those are like affiliate links. Also, it allows you to continue watching this video while you check out the products. So if you click on it now, you'll be able to see that it should expand the Sephora page for you and show you this product. And it will also show you the options, the pricing. You can add it to your basket to see how much it would cost with the promo code. And then it should allow you to continue watching the video. It should be really small in the corner right now. And you should be able to hear the audio, see the video, and then you should be able to click back onto this video and then it will expand it back onto your device. So hopefully that helps to streamline the viewing and shopping experience for you. Of course, I'll always put tabs in the description box in case you like that also. I also believe you can click on, like, there's like 3 buttons if you don't like that, where you can click it and then it will exit that option for you and then it won't show up. So I've tried that before. If it still works the same, you can still do that. Okay, the next product, which is not very glamorous, but also very practical, is the blush product by Ciele. I have been on the hunt for the best match for me. So far I've gone through January is one shade, which is a cooler pink. It's a little bit bright for me, but if you want cooler and brighter, January is a great shade. I also tried Kirsty a little bit for a while, and it's a little tawny for me. So it's got like a bit of a brownish tinge to it, which is also really pretty, but I was looking for something that was slightly brighter. So I went with Behati, which seems to be the best one for me. So you can kind of see that Kirsty and Behati look the same, but they're not. Behati is definitely the best. So I will go in with an SPF product like this one by Iris and Romeo for a daily kind of look. I should probably do this in a vlog at some point so you can see it. But Weekend Skin by Iris and Romeo. Then I'll go in with the concealer by Ciele. I'll also go in with the blush by Ciele. And then that's my look. And of course, brows, mascara, and a lip product. That's my daily look. Really fast, really easy. And I usually use this Merit brush. Here's a Merit brush. I usually use this brush to apply it. I have several of these Merit brushes. They're really great. And these are definitely things I will be stocking up myself during the sale. Then this is something I think I talk about in every Sephora sale video because I stock up on these and I ran out of the packages. I think this is how many I've left. These are those Shiseido Cotton pads, and I use these pretty much every day unless I'm using like the exfoliating pads from Elemis. I'll use those sometimes, or unless I'm using something like this. These are the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Universal Daily Peels. Then I don't need these, but otherwise I'm using these, and I use them to remove my nail polish as well. But I use the Shiseido pads here with the toner. And this one I purchased and repurchased, and this is a little travel size of it. I think I purchased this at the last sale. And so when my guests come, like my mom, she'll use this one too. This is the one I had in the guest room. This is the Farmacy Brighten Up 3% TXA Dark Spot Toner. So again, I've got these dark spots. In the other top 10 video, there's a new product I'm using also to help with dark spots. But this one I have purchased several times now. And this is, it's got oxalic acid and PHA. So I really like this for toner. It doesn't strip my skin. Like right now my skin is a little bit sensitive. It does a nice job of addressing dark spots while not stripping my skin, because sometimes the products used for dark spots can be a little bit harsh, but this one's nice and gentle on my skin, or as gentle as it can be. And because I use the NuFace device, I also use the Zip Halo device or microcurrent devices. This one is for the NuFace. It's the microcurrent activator. And I don't really enjoy the gel versions of these at all. Sometimes they don't mesh with makeup or they have to be removed. In this case, this is the Firming and Brightening Silk Creme. And I like this because it's firming and it's brightening, and I can apply makeup on after I use this with the NuFace device. So I will be refreshing that. I need another one myself, so I'll definitely be picking this up, but it addresses so many things. Like I said, firming, yes, brightening, yes, and also I can leave it on and apply makeup. That's also really helpful, because before I was using the NuFace device or the Zip Halo in the evening because I was having to go through an extra step of removing the microcurrent activator. But in this case, I can just leave it on my face, continue with application of skincare and makeup, and it works really well. So that's why I really love this. And it has this little dispenser here, so it dispenses out just enough. So So I also really appreciate that. Okay, so I do have 3 here. That's how much I enjoy this brush. This is the number 71 brush. It's a Pro Concealer brush by Sephora, and you can see the shape here is quite unique in that it is graduated here. You've got smaller bristles here, or shorter ones, and then you get longer, but that's only on one side. It's so that it can work in this under eye area. And I've got one here for when I film videos. I've got one for when I'm not filming videos, where I do my makeup in a different place. So I really enjoy this. It can also help with application of concealer here in a pinch. I won't necessarily use a separate concealer brush for my face, especially when I'm traveling. So when I'm traveling, I take the, I probably should have mentioned this as something, but I take the Merit brush because it works great with cream products, cream foundations or liquid foundations, bronzers, and also blush. So it works, like I said, well with that Ciele combination. And then this for the under eye. So these are my brushes I take with me, and then probably one more brush for powder products, this one. So I only take a few brushes with me when I travel, and then of course some eye brushes if I need them, unless I'm using a stick. So it helps minimize on brushes, but I really like that one for the under eye area. Okay, this one, now this is not a new product to me. This L'Occitane, I have so many of these, and this is the Dry Skin Hand Cream. I really, really enjoy this one. I have one near the TV area. I have one on my nightstand. I've got one in my bag, and the one in my bag is this one. So I love this full size if you want something full size, but if you want one for the handbag and especially for travel, this, I don't know if this is a new lid for them, but this one, it pops open like that. So it's not twisting off. And I've mentioned this before, when I've traveled and I've had the L'Occitane lotions because I love the size. It's 30 milliliters. It's very compact. I have had the lid, let me just put some on now. It's so nice. And what I love about this is that it's not greasy. There's nothing greasy about this lotion. In fact, I try to have an extra one with me whenever I'm out, because usually I'm asking people, would you like some lotion? And once they try this, they want to take a picture of it. They want to buy it themselves. And so if I have an extra one in my bag, I can just give it to them. So that's how much I love it and how much people who try this love it. So what I was saying about the lid though, before, from what I can recall, is that it was a lid like this, where it comes completely off. And usually what happens to me is I will take off the lid somewhere, like at an airport in an airplane, and the lid rolls away and I never see it again. And so then there goes the lotion. It's not an issue at home with this size because I can easily find it and put it back on. But in an airplane, like I remember one rolling away, I have no idea what happened to it. So then that was the end of that lotion. But this one, the lid is on. Now I have to say it doesn't look like this for all of the lotions this size. So you just have to be aware of which ones have this flip top, and this one, at least the ones that I've had, have had this flip top. So this is that same formulation. It's, if you are looking for a nice emollient hand cream that is not at all greasy, this one is really, really nice. I love this one. I've gone through many, many, many of these. And then this last recommendation is hair care. And you've seen this one so many times. It's the Oribe Superfine hairspray. This is the only hairspray I've used for so many years, and it's the one I buy when it's on sale. It's for, I don't use that much, like there's actually still quite a bit in here, but today I used it just to keep things in place. If I have anything heavier than this, it weighs my hair down. It actually looks worse with product in it. So I have no product and then just a quick spray of this in it. I've tried a majority of the Oribe products. They're all very nice. There's a reason why the price point is high. They're very luxurious. They smell beautiful. I love that Oribe fragrance. But out of all of them, this is the one that I have consistently gone back to time and time again. And I've tried to find other hairsprays that can do what this can do, and I have not found one. So I'm willing to pay the price tag of this, especially on the promo. It's great to get this on a promo, but this is the only one that we have. That's the only one I'll buy. It's the only one who we have in our house. We have a little mini one that we can travel with also. I just haven't found anything that can compare to this one. Again, it's the Oribe Superfine Hairspray. So those are my top 10. Of course, I have more products that are tried and true, but I wanted to keep this to 10 and things that I could think of that I use more on a daily basis than anything else, because I feel like those are really the things I get my money's worth from. My money's worth from? Is that right? Those are the ones that I really use all the way up. And so I feel like, okay, I'm very satisfied when I use products all the way up. And these are those items. So let us know, what are the items that you use all the way up that you feel like were good uses of your money? I would love to know what's available at Sephora that people can get on a promo that you use all the way up. I think it'd be really helpful. So please leave that in the comments section below. But that is it for today's video. So please take care of each other. Stay well if you enjoyed this video. If you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.